I think you guys have noticed if you watch college baseball that it's really taken off at this level. With the change in the bats, we got the new BB core bats going these last couple of years. There's not as many home runs, not as many balls struck at like hard. So bunting has become a big part of it. We have two areas in the field. Let's say this is home plate right here. Could have been a sprained ankle. This is home plate right here, facing this direction. We got two areas in the triangle. We got two triangles we talk about. We got our third base triangle and our first base triangle. We call them the 5 and 4 triangles. 5 because the third baseman's position is considered 5, and 4, the second baseman's the 4, so that's that triangle. We have two triangles that we talk to our bunters about. And before anything, we spent a couple weeks on sacrifice bunting. The reason I like bunting so much is with your guys too. It's a good way. I had a kid I played with. I don't know if any of you, he plays for the Astros now. His name's Tony Kemp. Little guy. He would be in the cage for a half hour before practice just bunting, and I'd always be like, Tony, you're a good bunter. Like, why do you do it so much? And he'd always be in there. He said, I'm just warming up my eyes. And he uses bunting as a way to just warm up his eyes, just to see a lot of balls. He's like, I'm not going to get tired swinging all day, but at least I'll be seeing pitches and I can bunt them. So he uses it not only to get better at bunting, but he uses it as an example to warm up his eyes and just see more pitches. And I thought that was very insightful, and I was like, that's actually a really good point. I mean, we warm up our body, we do everything to get ready, but if we're not seeing a lot of pitches, if we're not warming up our eyes and training our eyes, then I mean, that's where it starts. You gotta see the ball first, right? So in terms of sacrificing, Jake's gonna show us. We got good strong base, that's where we start. Good strong base right here. Some of the things we work on is Jake's in his stance. We talk about being eye level with your head. So the bat's gonna be eye level. You wanna have the same depth perception with the bat, because the farther your head gets away from the bat, the chances are you're not gonna have that depth perception off the bat. So Jake has his head right behind the barrel. Good strong base. You see his angle. If he's going to this 5 triangle over here, he sets his angle beforehand. We have our guys set the angle that they want to bunt it to beforehand, so they don't have to worry about it. It eliminates one of the stresses. So if Jake's going to bunt it down the third base side, he's going to come set. He's got his angle set, a good strong base. His vision is behind the barrel. And those are some of the key things we have in our sacrifices, and we'll sacrifice all day. In the fall, we bunted for a half hour every day on sacrifices for the first 2 weeks. Just had a machine going, and these guys are just bunting, getting to see pitches, bunting. Now for the first base side, it's just the opposite with your angle. Carl comes set, right here. See how he drop steps for this angle? One way I taught our guys that helps to get these bunts down is you want to use your body to angle. So if I'm going to first base side, if I'm going towards you guys, I'm going to drop step so that my body's already facing you. So my barrel, I don't have to worry about my angle of my barrel right here. I'm facing them, so when the pitch comes, I'm just letting it do the work. I'm letting it come off the bat. If I'm coming to third, I'd be more straight up, and I'd be sinking into it, head behind the barrel. First, I'm drop stepping. We teach them to drop step like this to get the angle towards first. So when they're bunting, it's very easy. They're just here. Very simple. The more simple it is for these guys for bunting, the better. Because I mean, you just got to let it happen. A lot of guys try to force it. They start stabbing. I talk about stabbing on the outline. You want to make sure you don't stab at the ball. You got to let it happen. We talk about relaxing your eyes. It's something you got to let come to you, but you got to be locked in when you do it. And it's a very important tool. When to square around. On a sacrifice bunt, it's not a secret that you're bunting, right? You're showing them early. They know what's coming. So get square around before, so you have time and you're comfortable in a good position. You're not rushed. Everybody on the field knows you're bunting, but if you execute a bunt, they still got to field it, right? Another reason why we like bunting so much here at UIC, and when I was down at Vandy, is it applies pressure. At any level. At any level,